Get that leg kick good. Keep that hand up. Higher, higher. Face shot. Let's go. Boom. Sprawl. Sprawl, sprawl, sprawl. Oh, that was a good one, huh?
How you doing, Kong?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Yo, I'm excited to work out with you. Basically, how it's gonna work is that you're gonna give me some combos to do on the heavy bag. During that time, you're gonna be answering a question from one of my subscribers. Every question is a different combo, basically.
Make sure you're warmed up. You're gonna throw a jab, cross, hook, low kick, middle kick, high kick.
First question I'm gonna ask you is from Brilette, and Brilette asks, what did you prefer more, MMA or acting?
This is a really hard one, right? With acting and fighting, it's two different kind of rush. I love to fight, but I know I can't do it forever. And acting is long periods, but the reward comes during the scene when you know you performed, or an action sequence that you know that was flawless and the action director or the director is happy with your performance. With the fight, you know, the training camp building up to the fight, then finally the fight and the victory is reward. So it's really hard, but you know, if I fight forever, I'll fight forever, but since I can't, I'm so happy with acting and doing my own stunts and being blessed by God to be able to do all that.
How does my form look like right now?
Boom. Boom. It's good. Let's throw that head kick a little bit higher. And when you throw your jab cross hook, let's throw it 1, 2, 3. Then there go, and then kick, boom. There you go. Get that leg kick good. Throw that last head kick high. Boom, there you go. It's going to be the same jab cross hook, but you're going to do it to the air. So you have to time this perfectly so you can hit it. When you hit the spinning back fist, you want to hit with this part of your fist, okay? So I'm going to go jab, cross, hook, and as I throw the hook, this is to the air. I'm not hitting the bag. So I'm going to go 1, 2, and I step over with the hook, and I look, and I spin, and I hit the bag with the spinning back fist.
Chad Haggerty, he asks, out of all the actors you've worked with, who would have the most success in the cage?
Are we talking like all actors or the A-list?
All you know what? We'll do both. So first we'll do all actors and then the A-list.
I'll start with A-lister. I worked with Channing Tatum on fighting, and then we became really good friends. He came over and he trained with me several times, and actually I think he would have the most success if he trained for mixed martial arts. And other people, I mean, there's a lot of MMA fighters that are starting to act now. So, but actor-wise, who else? Man, I'm drawing a blank.
It's okay. How does my form look like right now?
Yeah, but your form looks good, but I want you to step back a little bit more from the bag. Scoot that way a little bit more. Scoot more. Back. So you're going to go jab cross through the air and step into the spinning back fist. So cover distance. Right there, step. Boom. There you go. Cover more distance. Back up a little bit more. There we go.
Oh no.
Woo. The power of the spin. Uh, in the white now. It's coming, you know, so try to flow into it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go. Boom. 1 more. One more. Boom. There. Done. Either hit the bag with the spinning back fist, or you're going to miss it and follow up with the roundhouse. Jab, cross, and look at my footwork when I throw the hook. I step over so I can clear that lane, right? And when I throw the spinning back fist right here, I'm going to step back. I'm missing, or as I hit it, look at where my hand and my shoulder is, and I follow by a roundhouse. Jab, cross, spinning back fist, followed by a roundhouse.
Jerome J asking, how do you think a fight between a prime Cung Lee and a prime Anderson Silva plays out?
A prime Cung Lee and a prime Anderson Silva would be fireworks. And I mean, I really enjoy watching Anderson Silva fights, and I study a lot of his techniques. So, you know, I mean, I wish the fight would have happened. You know, after I knocked out Rich Franklin, Anderson Silva did bring my name for a fight, but it never happened. He ended up first in, and you know, I try not to look back so much, so I can always be looking forward and accomplishing more things, because when you look back, you're looking in the past and not looking at the future. There you go.
You think you would have won that fight?
You know, anyone can win in a fight, right? So if I'm on, and you know, if everything goes smooth, you know, if God's willing, I won. Yeah, I believe I can win. I believe I can win any fight. So that's why we fight. So try to flow 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right into it. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, that spinning one is hard.
Keep that hand up. So 25 seconds. Let that spinning back fist carry you all the way through. Don't have to. Yeah. Time. You're spinning too early, so your PowerPoint's right here. So what you want to do is that hook brings you over, so your PowerPoint is right here.
What's the next combo you want me to throw?
So a jab to the air, followed by a side kick, and I don't need to hit the bag hard because I want it's going to be a consistent side kick, jab, side kick to the bag.
Panagiotis K, who was your toughest opponent?
Actually, my toughest opponent was in this tournament called Shidokan. And the reason for that is, I'm not sure if you guys look up, he passed away from leukemia, but the fighter's name was Andy. And this was Andy Hugg's training partner and also English teacher. So the guy's name was Arnie Silvadell. And I fought him in the finals of where the final round was MMA gloves, in MMA gloves, and basically he would do the weird, tricky wheel kick, and then the wheel kick you think that wheel kick's coming high, so you get ready to defend the kick, and then the wheel kick hits you right in the nerve on the leg. So, you know, I'm gonna look for that fight and I'll post it, and then let's see if I can dig it up for you guys. It was one of the crazy fights. It went into the 7th round, and I had two tough fights before I fought him. So come on, chamber it back. After you kick, you got to pull it back. Hip to heel. Time. That was a good one, huh? A jab cross, but as soon as I throw my jab, I step up with my cross and I step across like this. And you see how this is clearing the lane for the back kick? So I do this. Jab, cross, back kick.
Aaron Ing, he asks, which current MMA fighter would be an interesting matchup for you?
You know, for me, I prefer like a revenge match, right? But yeah, try to hit the bag on that. Current MMA fighters, I mean, there's so much good talent. You know, they're all really, really good. You know, and I fight, and you know, there's so many good fighters out there that would match up well against you know, a prime Kung Lee. So, you know, also I feel like I'm really small for the weight, and I didn't want to cut weight because I was older, and I felt like that, you know, takes away from my performance, and so I didn't really until, you know, I started after how big Rich Franklin was. I better cut down in weight, but you know, after my Michael Bisping fight, you know, decided to stand for 1,200 fighters and get part of that class action. You know, then you know, my fight career, because one day I know my son wants to fight, so I want him to have that same opportunity I have when it comes to pay. And by the way, that question, like for me, I really don't care who I fight, right? It's usually I let the promoters handle that, you know, because I feel blessed just to be fighting. So you know, I put it in God's hands, and whatever happens, happens. If I have to learn a lesson from a loss, then I learn the lesson from a loss, you know. And it shows what kind of characters you are. Like against Michael Bisping, when I got hit in the eye, I couldn't see. I could have quit right then and there early in the second round, but I said, hey, you know what? I'm going to go out on my shield. Top. You're going to go jab and hook.
Charles Zhao, he asks, how effective was Sanda during your time in MMA? Who's your favorite Sanda fighter right now? Some examples are Weili Zhang, Zabit Magomed Sharapov.
Yeah, I mean, Sanda was a big part of my game when I came into MMA. I had a really good takedown defense because I also wrestled, you know. So real quick, I'm gonna hook, there you go, jab and hook kick, jab and hook. There you go, hit with the heel. Oh, with the heel, okay. Yeah, I mean, Khabib is really good, but I enjoy watching Muslim. He actually fight for the UFC right now at 170. I can't pronounce his last name, but Muslim is like you know, that level, does the spinning back kicks, and he's you know, he kind of has the same style as me, you know, big takedown, stuff like that. So but yeah, Zabib is he has definitely brought that, and that ground game good. If you step with him, you know, there's a lot of trouble to deal with there, but if you go on the ground, as you saw what he did with the banana split, you know. So I enjoy watching Muslim. And so switch other side, so you're working both sides. Other side? Yeah, there you go. I always want to work both sides, because the one you and you can stand on that, and you have to switch. You want to be able to throw from both sides. Go. 15 seconds. Come on, bring it. Let's go. Higher, higher. Face shot. Let's go. Boom. Let's go. 5, Top.
Oh. Muammar Blazelik, if you were to go back in time and redo your MMA career, what would you do differently?
I'm going to answer that real quick so I can give you this crazy last drill for you, okay? If I would be able to go back, not train as hard as I did because I felt like I overtrained a lot. Then I got injured for some of the fights that I was preparing for. Then I didn't go in at my best, and I came in like not even at lean because I couldn't run. I had a cracked rib. I was injured for my MMA career, not my early fights, but after Frank Shamrock, I was just, when I trained for fights, I just kind of overtrained. I actually overtrained for Frank. The good thing about that is I had a week break. You know, I had to film this movie called Tekken, because the only reason why I wanted to do it, because I got to play martial law in the game, you know. I think that the film wasn't done right either because martial law does certain things and they had other characters doing martial law moves. I think they didn't study well enough. But other than that, I think the biggest thing that I can take away from that is I got a week off and I felt fresh 3 weeks later. And also I got 21 stitches during that movie, so I couldn't do much the next 3 weeks for sparring. So I came into the fight, I was fresh. I wasn't overtrained, performed good. So the next drill, you're gonna nonstop punch on the bag, and then you can add in kicks. It's like freestyle, punching and kicking, but no breaks. It's like a toe-to-toe round for 2 minutes. And when I say sprawl, you have to sprawl. And as soon as you get back up, you're throwing punches again. 2 minutes, you ready? Go. Freestyle. Sprawl. Keep going. Come on. Sprawl. 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 Go. Sprawl. 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 More kicks. Sprawl. Sprawl. Kicking only now. Kicking only. Right leg, left leg. Go. Higher. Sprawl. 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 Time.
Thank you so much once again. I do want to ask one quick question. Israel Adesanya, middleweight champion right now, famous for being flashy with kicks. What do you think about his career so far?
You know what? I really like the way he fights. I enjoy watching him fight. The only one takeaway from it, you know, is sometimes like even a Connor, right? I notice like kids on the street, right? They look up to these guys, right? And it's the way they sell the fights. I'm trying not to judge. I'm just trying to answer the question. But I notice because of their influence, if they're not carrying themselves in a positive way, and when they get negative, that also carries into the youth. Then the youth thinks it's okay. Don't stoop down to the competition, but be above it, right? Izzy felt like he was disrespected by Costa, right? So instead of giving him that, hump, if you showed like, hey, you okay? Help him up, good fight. Congratulations. I wish it was a better fight. Now the kids would be like, wow, I need to carry myself that way. I love the way he fights. The big fight I would love to see him fight is John Jones. Other than that, guys who carry themselves, look at George St. Pierre, you know, he's always respectful, you know, he'll help his opponent up. You spread that positive energy into the world instead of spreading negative energy into the world. That's just my take on it.
Kung Lee, thank you so much, man. You are a legend. Is there anything else you want to say?
You know, God is great. All glory goes to God.
Sounds good. You have a good rest of your day, man.
All right, man. Have a good one.